and welcome to Best Left Forgotten, a deliberately unofficial and uncanon actual play podcast. My name is Jess Wolfendale, and I'm your keeper.
My name is Miriam Feats, and I'm playing Agnes Finch.
My name is Nathan Quadrio, and I'm playing Sophia Finch.
Welcome back to the third session of our Regency Call of Cthulhu miniseries, The Viscount Who Left Me. We left our investigators on quite a cliffhanger last session, but before we jump in case you've forgotten. Dearest listener, death is an inevitability. It is the breath that sends the dandelion seeds scattering on the wind, the shadow cast by every sunset. Some spend their whole lives struggling against its riptide pull. Many never think of it until its grasping tendrils wrap around them like an embrace. Others still have come to learn its shape and touch intimately and walk with it abreast, finding comfort in its cool touch. Death was at the heart of the mystery the Finch sisters found themselves in. After discovering the Viscount's disappearance to be the latest of a family legacy of tragedy, each Huntley heir dying the day following their wedding, and his valet murdered in the family crypt, the Finch sisters made haste to Perrymead House to investigate further. While Agnes found the legend of a bewitching creature with avian features known as a siren, and a map to a cave less than a mile from the home, Sophia delved into the room of the Viscount's half-brother, Francis Fable, a half-burnt letter in the fireplace and carved words on the windowsill. Words that unleash something dark upon her, sending her mind into a horrible vision of feather and claw, and her body to the ground. Death lingers at the fringes of all life, dear listener, but for the shadow of death to exist, so must it be that life burns bright. A barren fireplace, soot disturbed, a window frame with carved words and angry letters, a folded parchment stuck out from the wood, a pale hand limp on the floor. Agnes, having found the book and the map, what would you like to do next?
Oh, Jess, yeah. Why? Book, map. I think because it's just like a little hand-drawn map, I would like to look through the library for, I think, a more detailed map of sort of the county and the area, just to get a better idea of where this cave is.
Absolutely. Roll a library use check for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's 98 over 25.
Yeah, man. Look, books.
I used to be good at books.
You did. Unfortunately, your big fencing muscles are getting in the way and you can only be good at one thing at a time. So you look for a while, you find some books with maps, but none of them of Bath, but you do spend some time on it, unfortunately.
Yes.
So it's one of those where you go across the shelf and read all the titles and then you realize that you haven't actually been reading any of the titles and you've got to go back and look again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I'm quite distracted by the implications of this creature and the heart that's currently, I think, sitting upstairs with my things in our room.
Yeah, great.
And probably knowing quite clearly now that I think Agnes has sort of almost been up until this point in denial that Thomas is dead.
Yeah.
She's been telling herself that she's trying to shield Sophia from her hysteria, but I think really she's been trying to shield herself from the reality of what's happening and trying to get caught up in the mystery rather than having to confront the fact that someone's heart's been ripped out and they're actually dead. And I think this entry about the sirens is going through her mind and she's trying to find maps. She's not really looking at the titles because it's all hitting her now.
Yeah.
And she's actually having that realization of, oh, my friend's husband is dead and I've got his heart, I think, up in our room.
Yeah,
and
that'll do it.
We might also be in trouble now, and I think she's getting a little overwhelmed with it all.
I think that's fair enough.
Yeah.
So you're very sure that there are no maps of Bath in here, but you've got an idea based on the map of around where it would be.
Once I've flustered around the library for a little bit of time and realized I can't find anything, I'll take the little map and was it a piece of paper that fell out?
Yes, it was used basically as a bookmark.
Sort of take that with me and find the housekeeper, whose name I can't remember right now.
Mrs. Werthers.
Mrs. Werthers, there's my note. And just ask her that maybe Sophia and I could take tea up in our room tonight.
Oh, yes, of course. You must be exhausted. It's been such a big couple of days.
It has. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
No worries. I'll have it sent up presently.
And I'll head up to the room.
Find it empty.
Fifi, I'll put the map down, sort of folded on one of the tables. Knowing my sister, I'll sort of head out. Are we sort of on like a landing or a corridor of some description? Yeah.
Exiting out of your bedroom, you go to, there's a gallery.
Okay.
Across from the gallery is Francis Fable's room.
Yep.
And then if you go the other way to the landing, you can get to the master bedroom and the Dowager Viscountess's bedroom.
Okay. I'm just going to do a quick look around and listen to just see if Mrs. Weathers is following me up here.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it feels silent, I'll just poke my head into all the rooms upstairs that are unlocked, because I can only imagine that my sister has started snooping around one of them. Even if I don't know which one it is, I can assume she's taken herself somewhere to look for more clues.
Absolutely. You first head across the gallery to the closest room, which is Francis Fable's room.
Yep.
You tuck your head in. It's starting to get a bit dim as the light begins to go down for the day, but you can clearly see the outline of your sister's body on the floor.
Fifi! And I'll just run over to her.
You see Sophia on her back. She has fallen away from the window. She is clammy. She is pale, and she is unconscious.
I'll sort of pull her head into my lap. Fifi, wake up. And I'm going to check for a pulse, I guess, or check for breather. I don't know how much medical knowledge I have, but I think I know the basics of like heartbeat and breath. Staying alive.
Great. Would you like to roll a first aid for me?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, an 86 is not going to do it though. Over 36.
You see she is alive.
Good start.
It's a very good start. You feel her heartbeat fluttering a little bit. You recognize it a little from episodes that you used to get of palpitations. And you see her eyelids darting back and forth behind her eyes, but she does not rouse. You may need to do some more work too.
Yeah. I think I just sit for 20 or 30 seconds with her, just sort of gently stroking her hair off her forehead. Fifi, it's going to be okay, darling. It's all right. I've got you. And I mean, the big thing in the Regency era was smelling salts. So I think I might just grab a pillow from the bed and put it under her head for a moment. And I think I make to leave the room, but just before I do, I think my eyes drift over to the window, because that's where it looks like she fell back from.
You see the windowsill.
Yeah.
You can't make out the carvings from this distance, but you see that there are words written there, and you see a small piece of paper sticking out from the side of it.
I think I take a couple of steps over to grab the piece of paper.
Okay.
Damn it. Another handout that I miss.
It's dated January 5th, 1716.
Oh, okay.
My own love, I remain still a prisoner in my own home. My mother continues to confine me, encouraged by my wicked sister. Agnes remains jealous of our love. It is after all beyond her worldly comprehension. Ours is a love that transcends time, religion, and puerile earthly attachments. I hear your call every night despite our separation. In my mind's eye, I see you, the future, the present, your own history. I confess, darling, I too see the fates of men whom you have met before. Yet I am not afraid, merely awed by your power. The only true love is one that surpasses all that is human. Be assured I am doing everything to escape and will return to you. Yours eternally, Ambrose. I think I read it, knowing what I now know about sirens, and I tuck it in my bodice, and I run to get some smelling salts for my sister.
Great. As you arrive at your room and head inside, you hear a rap at the door with your dinners being brought in.
Yes, come in.
Where may I leave these?
Just on the table there.
Absolutely. Is your sister also taking her meal here?
Yes. She's just retired to the washroom for a moment. She'll be back in a minute.
Of course. And he puts both meals down and leaves.
I'll wait until I hear him far enough away that I don't think he'll hear me going back into Francis's room.
You go back and you hold the smelling salts under her nose, and Sophia wakes suddenly. Sophia, can you please make a constitution roll for me?
48 under 60.
Incredible. You only take 1 point of damage.
Oh, gosh.
And a sanity check, please.
Yeah.
35 under 56.
Incredible. No sanity loss. Your mind is hardened against these. Having experienced this somewhat through the dancing master previously, you don't take it as reality. You are able to shake it off as you come to consciousness. You hear your heart beating in your ears, not unlike the flapping of wings. And you hear the eerie melody that accompanied your vision fading quickly into your sister's voice.
Fifi? Oh, thank goodness you're all right.
I gave the siren.
Yes. Wait, how do you know?
I don't know.
I found an entry in a book in the library.
I had a dream, a vision. It was reaching into my heart.
What?
It was reaching into my chest and it pulled my heart out. But,
Well, your heart is very much still there.
Yes, it is. As is yours, it seems.
Yes.
Yes, and it's, Francis, this room,
Yes, you had fallen back from the windowsill, and
Yes.
I found a letter there. Can you stand? I think we should talk in our own room.
Yes, I can. The letter, the burned letter
No, a letter from Ambrose.
from Ambrose. Well, I too
Yes.
found a letter. But we must, yes, please, let's retire to our rooms and.
You move back to your own rooms, close the door behind you.
I think the whole walk back, and as we even sit down in our room, I haven't let go of you yet. I think there's been a hand either on your arm or holding your hand.
Yes, there was the strange scratchings on the wall that I'm sure you saw, and
I glanced at them. I didn't linger. You were unconscious on the ground.
well, it just maddened scratchings, and I found here a burned letter.
Oh,
It's a love letter. I assumed.
yes. I assume from Thomas.
I assumed so, but it seemed that he was if I remember, breaking off the marriage the day of.
Yes, but it is sent from the same address that Harriet sent
Correct.
us.
Yes, yes, I noticed the same.
How early would they have reserved rooms for their wedding?
They wouldn't have been staying there until that night. But, they would have known they were staying there for as long as they've been engaged, likely.
I was confused as well, because if it was sent from there, why is it in the fireplace here at Perrymead?
You said it was in Francis' room.
And then more so, why is it in Francis's room?
Perhaps he stole it,
But if he didn't want to, if Thomas didn't want to get married, then why did he give it to Francis? Did Francis find it and turn his mind around?
perhaps Francis... Is Francis next in line to inherit the estate?
You know that Francis likely has his own means and estate from his father.
Yeah.
So potentially it would probably, have to go through some courts and such. But he would potentially end up with the estate, yes.
It is very strange. You are right. I hear the letter
Yes.
from Ambrose.
Oh, it seems it was not a self-confinement as we initially were led to believe.
No, perhaps it seems that his sister found out that he was in love with this creature and would not have it.
But it was for his own good, surely.
Well, if his confinement is the reason that each of his descendants have been killed on their wedding night, then perhaps it was not for his own good.
Like a curse.
I would say so.
Does that mean that Harriet is pregnant?
It is possible.
Because that definitely seems as if that's our pattern here.
If they were intimate, it is certainly possible that she is pregnant. I have a, here, and I'll grab the map.
Yep.
I have a map to where I think perhaps Ambrose visited with this creature. Mrs. Werther said that Thomas liked to take long walks on the river,
Yes.
and that his father liked to do the same.
And he did so, or there was a thought that he did so around the time of the wedding, the day before or the morning of, potentially.
Well, this place seems to be on the river.
So our current theory
Yes.
is that Ambrose was in a relationship, or he believed to be in a relationship with this creature.
Or perhaps under its spell.
Yes. And perhaps was not allowed to go and be in a relationship with this creature. Therefore, the creature cursed his line ongoing.
That is a theory.
And so on the wedding night of Thomas, this siren creature appeared and ripped out his heart.
I suppose, but then wouldn't she wish to keep it?
Yes, what about the valet?
We have the heart, and it seems that the valet was the one that had it immediately after Thomas' death. Perhaps, if he was the one that took it to the crypt.
So he was delivering the heart, but then who killed him? Why was he there?
If the creature... I'm very confused by the fact that if the creature killed him, we found the heart.
Yes.
Surely she would have something she would wish to do with it.
Absolutely.
Eat it or... I don't know.
Well, absolutely.
Very serious.
Absolutely. And then how did the heart get out?
And how
Surely
did it end up in a barrel of wine?
Yes, if she killed him, she would have taken the heart there and then.
Yes.
So there are many gaps that need to be filled. And I think that we just need to go to wherever this willow is and be entranced.
Fifi, you were safely inside this house and you fell... I don't know. If the siren appeared to you in a dream, perhaps she is already casting her spell.
But I do not feel under a spell. I do not feel... I do
Can I
believe-
do just a quick psychology on my sister to see if she appears to be bewitched or not quite herself in a way that isn't just her being flustered?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a psychology.
Can it be contested?
You know what? Give me a sanity check.
62 over 56.
A 33 under 50 for my psychology.
Incredible. You see, it looks like she's calmed a bit. Less sweats, less pale, colour has come back to her cheeks. But you do notice that as she's listening to you talk, her hand seems to be waving almost unconsciously, like she's humming a tune, like she's hearing something that you can't.
But I'm not aware if this is a person. Okay.
I think I just sort of subtle so that she doesn't notice that she's been moving her hand, but I just reach to hold that hand and sort of pull it a little closer to me. Fifi, you understand that I've just had quite a fright coming and finding you the way that you were, and night is falling and our dinner has just been delivered. I think perhaps before we make any decisions about what's next, we eat and we rest and you recover from this afternoon's excitement.
Well, yes, that seems wise. But look, if I have the fortitude to make it through, I believe you do too. Okay? As I go and get my meal. Bum, 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 bum.
Wonderful. You eat. Are you sleeping for the night? Are you investigating further? Your plates come and are cleared.
We need to go to the other bedroom. Like, let's wrap up Perrymead for the evening.
Which?
Thomas's bedroom, the master bedroom. Come on, Aggie. Just before we go to sleep, then we'll have all the information from Perrymead. We'll be ready to go first thing in the morning. Make the most of the day.
All right. Yes. Yes.
And if we're both together, only one of us will fall unconscious.
I don't know if that's quite how it works, Fifi, but yes, I will come with you.
Okay, well, to Thomas's room.
Do you go straight after your meal is cleared, or do you wait for the house to settle in for the night?
Probably house to settle.
Yeah.
Okay. You wait until you hear the lamps being extinguished. And
I listen out.
and you make your way to Thomas's bedroom. It is a airy room befitting the master of the house. The bed has been made. It looks like no one slept here in a few days. Folded over the back of the chair is a tailcoat.
Yep.
Is there anything particular you'd like to look at?
When you say over the back of the chair, is it a clean pressed tailcoat for like when he returns, that's what he'll wear?
Or does it look like maybe he's something he wore at a wedding?
No, it doesn't look like he wore it at a wedding.
Great.
I'm going to say it's more of a house coat. So something that has been worn but has been left here, not taken with him to the hotel.
I would like to make a note again. What are these staff doing?
The bed's made.
The bed's made beautiful. Oh, we're just going to leave this house. Hang it up somewhere. What is wrong with
They
these
might
people?
have very strict instructions from Thomas
to leave a house
that
coat
his
over...
rooms are meant to be sort of left the way that he left them.
So he's making his own bed when he knows he's going to die, when he wants to, he's going, oh, I'm not going to get married today. Pardon me. Is everybody there? Because everybody's there. I want to thank you all for coming to the wedding. It's a wedding. What's a wedding? But a prehistoric ritual. Anyway, what is going on?
I think I noticed Fifi's distraction at the coat, and I'm going to go over to it and I'm going to rifle through pockets and I'm going to see if there's anything inside the coat that... Are you serious?
Stuffed in the pocket is a scribbled note.
Stop it!
You got to do things, Nathan. I'm like, oh, there's been a coat left in the room. There's definitely a clue in that thing. It looks like maybe it's Greek. I don't. Other than there's a drawing of a candlestick and the word break. Here.
Oh, yes. Well, I can read this language. It's in my backstory.
Do you speak Greek?
No.
Do you have that skill?
No.
No.
Oh, no. I speak French.
Ah, okay.
Can I give it a go? Can I give it a crack?
Explain to me how.
So I'm a librarian. I'm quite well read.
Mm-hmm.
I would have read specifically in occult texts, right? Looking at ancient biblical texts, perhaps, in Hebrew, in Greek. Perhaps I've come across a few letters here or there.
Go ahead and give me a language roll.
A language roll?
Oh,
language
dear.
Greek, so I assume whatever the minimum for language is.
1.
Great.
Okay, so 47 isn't... I'm going to push.
The paper catches a light in your hands.
With absolutely nothing to go by, you do see a couple of words that stick out. The way it's written is like a curse. It seems to have like some kind of poetry to it, and it mentions a bird bride.
For failing a check, that was incredibly generous.
Yes, it was.
It mentions a bird bride. I don't know, there's something poetic or lyrical about it. Break.
Yes, and
As you bring it closer to your face, it smells faintly of lemon.
It smells of lemon.
I immediately find a table I can put my candlestick down on.
Wonderful. You hold it over and slowly words begin to appear.
Oh, okay. To the wedding altar gather blood of the cursed, flesh of the cursee, soul of the undoer. Chant 3 times retrograde. What does that mean?
I don't know. The blood of what?
To the wedding altar gather.
Yes.
So at a wedding.
Yes.
Blood of the cursed, Ambrose. Yes. So Ambrose's family. Flesh of the cursee.
Perhaps.
No. Flesh of the cursor.
So the
person,
creature.
The creature. So the blood of Thomas. Flesh of the siren. Soul of the undoer. Chant 3 times retrograde. Retrograde. Nothing happened. Okay, well, it was worth a go.
I think we would need all the other things, but we don't exactly have a wedding altar.
Soul of the undoer.
The undoer of the curse?
But who is the undoer, or what is the undoer?
I don't know. Do you think
Soul of the undoer.
Thomas was trying to do this? Does it appear to be Thomas's writing in the lemon juice?
The Greek does not appear to be in Thomas's handwriting, but the invisible ink does seem to be.
So he's translated it.
So he was trying to break this curse and clearly failed. Well, we, in theory, have the blood of the cursed. We have his heart. So we would need the flesh of the cursor. We need to find the siren. Soul of the undoer is where I stumble a little bit, but we can certainly say the word retrograde.
I have 2 things. First, I don't know if it is the word retrograde. There might be more there. I don't know what that is, but there might be more. Maybe he told his valet that even after his death, his valet was trying
to finish the ritual.
Or I don't know, but I think that maybe his valet was somehow involved in all of this, whatever this is.
And then someone killed the valet.
Correct.
So perhaps there is someone who wants the curse to remain on the family line.
Francis Fable.
Perhaps he could stand to inherit if Harriet isn't pregnant, but that certainly seems a risk.
But he's definitely, it was, the scratchings were in his room, the burnt letter in his room.
You are right about that.
I was right about the coat. I was right about the clothes. Turns out, I'm not crazy.
Fifi, I never said that you were.
No, and just some omniscient energy was telling me that. Perhaps we should look at the rest of the room, because I feel like we've stumbled at the first thing. I'd like to investigate the rest of the room.
Great.
I'll also look around.
Both roll a spot hidden for me.
Oh, that's good.
16 under 46,
Wow.
which makes it a hard success.
29 out of 45. Just a success.
Great. You're really sure there's nothing else in this room?
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Great. Yeah. I think while we're sort of searching around, I do sort of look over. Sophia, I really need you to understand that I don't think you're crazy. And that I never wanted you to believe that I thought that in any way.
I know you don't think I'm crazy, Aggie. We should get some rest.
You're right. Let's rest.
You head back to your rooms and take your rest for the night. It is uneventful. Your dreams are slightly disturbed, Sophia, but you wake up not remembering them.
Okay.
Just that same tune floating through your mind.
Aggie,
Yes.
just through the night, I was thinking, I said some of the Greek here
Yes.
said bird bride
Yes.
and was a poem or a curse. But bird bride is not in what I thought was a translation.
Then perhaps it is not a translation.
No, just an unassociated piece of writing.
Well, no, a piece of writing associated with what was written, just not a translation of what was written, like a response.
My friend, who I've been working with at the library, Elias, I'm not sure if you're aware of him.
Yes.
Well, he speaks many classical languages. I believe Greek is one of them, so he might be able to assist in this translation.
Is he nearby?
Yes, he's on university break in Bath.
Oh, it just,
Are you okay? People live in Bath, you know.
no, it just seems convenient that a man who you've been spending quite a lot of time with back home is now in Bath at the same time that you are in Bath.
I wouldn't say we've been spending quite a lot of time with each other. Mere weeks at a time. I've been studying hard in the library, as has he. He wants to be a barrister, you know. But we should go and see him. That's what I think.
Oh, all right. Fifi, is there something you wish to tell me about Elias?
He's studying to be a barrister. I think that we should go. I don't know why, but I feel like we're on a time crunch.
No, that's we can go.
Harriet's sanity is hanging by a thread.
Sophia, we can go and see your friend.
Yes.
Yes.
Your acquaintance.
Friend.
Your friend?
Your friend.
Colleague. Library mate. I would like to go and see Elias.
I guess I'm coming.
Wonderful. Has he told you where he's staying, do you think? Or are you going to...
I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And please, storyteller, correct me.
Please.
I imagine that he has been quite open because he's like, oh, you're going to Bath. Oh, I'll be staying wherever. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm only going to be there a few days.
Wonderful.
No big deal. Thanks, man. See you at the library next week. Like, whatever. And he's like, wow, if you haven't even been in Bath and you want to stop by, I'll be at the tea rooms. I'm like, literally 24 hours, okay? Come on.
Yes. So you know that he is staying with one of his... So his married sister moved to Bath with her husband, and you know that he is visiting their family for a few weeks. So you could go directly there, or you could check, there's a library in town that he might be spending some time at.
I think we should go straight there.
Yep.
It's pretty early in the morning. A little bit, I imagine, of a social faux pas.
It is pretty wild
Yeah.
because you don't know.
You don't know the family. You just know Elias. Yeah.
But if that's what you want to do.
What's Elias' last name?
Stanton.
Stanton. Great.
But it wouldn't be the Stanton family you were going to visit.
No, it would be whatever his sister's husband's name is.
Okay. I'd like to go to the house.
Go ahead and roll a history check for me.
62 over 40.
Wonderful. You remember where the house is because you found it strange at the time, said the address out loud multiple times. You do not remember the name of his sister or her family.
Great.
But you're pretty sure it's this house. It's like 8 or 9 a.m.
Yep.
Oh.
I knock on the front door.
You knock on the door and a housekeeper answers. Yes, how may I help you?
Good morning. I'm sorry. I think I'm a little bit lost.
Right.
Is this the Stanton home? I'm looking for an Elias Stanton.
No, ma'am. This is the Fryer family.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I must be all turned around then.
There is currently Mr. Elias Stanton staying with us, though.
Oh, how odd. Is Mr. Stanton in?
I believe so. Who may I say is calling?
Miss Sophia.
And her sister, Miss Agnes Finch.
All right. Please wait here. I will go inform the family. And he sort of gives you a look. Go ahead and roll a persuade for me.
Oh, lordy.
49 under 53.
With that persuade check, that's enough for him to go do as you asked. But I am also going to get you to roll a reputation check.
80 over 38.
Wow, incredible. We'll just say that's 4.
Just to Sophia?
You know what? Take 1.
Okay, yeah.
I think
It feels right.
as proxy.
Yeah.
After a moment, the door opens again. Please come in. He'll be a moment, but Mr. Elias will meet you in the drawing room.
Thank you.
And you're let in. It's quite a nice little estate here, small but well furnished. And you're led to a bright room with a chaise longue that you can sit on and wait.
I stand. I'm pacing.
Incredible.
I sit.
You're waiting only about 5 or 10 minutes before Elias makes his way downstairs. Miss Sophia, how wonderful to see you. Is everything all right?
I want to do an immediate psychology roll on this man.
Have a bonus dice.
59 over 50.
I think with that roll,
I'll leave it.
if you keep it,
Yeah.
you don't know for sure because you've never had a conversation with the man, and you know some people react very differently.
Yes.
But you can see by his concern that he does care very deeply for Sophia.
Yeah.
Whether that's platonic or not, you're
not.
unsure.
Yes.
Is everything all right?
Yes, quite. I just I remember you said that I should stop in if I needed anything, and I do.
He smiles. Of course. How may I help?
Well, you know the study never stops.
Yes.
I came across this very interesting passage here. Can I, before we come, have ripped off the bottom half
Sure.
so he doesn't get the
lemon.
bit?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This passage in Greek, and if I remember correctly, you're a bit of an expert with the languages.
Yes, of
where
course.
you stand up is where I fall down.
Of course. And he takes it from you, looks it over for a moment. Okay. The title at the top here, that's the Siren's Curse. He who betrays the Passerine maid nevermore shall nevermore find solace. And on the night the vows are sealed, shall regret he broke his promise. Oh, it's great that it rhymes in Greek as well as English.
On the night the vows are sealed.
He who betrays the Passerine maid shall nevermore find solace, and on the night the vows are sealed shall regret he broke his promise. It might not be a perfect translation. Some of these words are quite rare, as you can imagine, in
Close
the
enough
study
is good
that
enough.
I do. Is that all right?
Yes, fantastic. It's quite helpful, actually.
Incredible.
Well, I think that just about wraps it up. Thank you, Elias. Perhaps we'll catch up on the library when you return.
Oh, of course. Are you heading back soon?
Yes, I think that we'll wrap up our business in Bath soon.
Are you here tomorrow?
Aggie,
We'll still be here tomorrow.
we'll still be here tomorrow.
Wonderful. Perhaps I may call on you if I find any Greek curses to be translated.
Quite. We are staying, and I'm going to give him the address.
Oh, the Royal Crescent. Lovely. I might see you then.
All right, then. Well, ta-ta, Mr. Stanton.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Stanton.
Oh, of course. Miss Finch, was it?
Yes.
Miss Finch. Wonderful to meet you.
I won't keep you from your studies.
Miss Sophia. And he bows.
And we walk out.
Yeah. I think as we do, once we're out of the house, I'm going to grab you by the arm and pull you in. Fifi, you are aware that that man is entirely in love with you.
Which man? The footman? You know,
blame him.
for years you've told me not to go after the servants.
Mr. Stanton, Sophia, is in love with you.
Stanton?
Yes.
Well, that's just ridiculous. A man of his stature? No, he's a student, Aggie. He wouldn't be interested. He's too focused on his studies. How could he get...
He stopped all of his studies at 8 a.m. to read a very strange passage in Greek for you and then ask if he could call on you tomorrow.
It's a connection of minds. Like you and your fencing instructor. It's purely transactional.
Sophia...
We work together.
He seems to be a very kind young man, and if you do not return his affection, that is fine. There's no requirement to fall in love with someone just because they fall in love with you, but if you are not in love with him, perhaps doing less to encourage him would be wise.
Encourage him? I dropped in at 8 o'clock in the morning and we were out 30 seconds later.
And the entire time you were there, you were flirting with him.
Flirting? I asked him to translate something in Greek and then we walked out.
Sophia, there is a way about you that I adore, but can be read as quite amorous if someone doesn't know you as well as I do. And I fear that Mr. Stanton perhaps is reading from you signs that you clearly may not be meaning to give. My dear, just be careful is all I am saying. I have watched you interact for, as you say, 30 seconds, and I can tell that man would court you in a heartbeat.
You really think so?
Yes.
And what do you think of him?
I think he welcomed us into his sister's house at 8 a.m. and translated a very strange Greek passage without question, and the entire time he was smiling at you like you hung the moon. I'm honestly quite fond of him.
Yes, but he's a little bit short, isn't he? You know, I feel like talking as sisters, I've always been up on my tippy toes kind of type.
Fifi, I'm going to say something. I don't mean to injure you with it. If that is the measure of a man for you, perhaps Mr. Stanton is not the kind of man you should be courting.
Yes. I suppose, the last time I really remember connecting with a man in a particularly amorous way was Wandsworth, and that really...
Wandsworth?
Well, we had a bit of a, there was a back and forth energy of, I never was going to take him from Harriet. That was not it. But he was a flirty man. I was a flirty woman.
Sophia, did you compromise yourself?
No, not with Wandsworth.
But with someone.
Someone?
You said not with Wandsworth as if perhaps there was someone else that you would have.
Well, I think part of the word is what's causing me trouble. You're much more adventurous now, but while you were cloistered up in the library, I was out socializing. When I went out to get you books from the library, that wasn't the only thing I was doing out at evenings.
All right. I think perhaps we should continue with our mission, as it were, and leave this conversation for another day.
So somebody's in love with me and we just have to... Well, fair enough. I'll just leave that and think about it later.
I think Agnes is having a meltdown.
You glance back. You see a woman you don't recognize peeping out of the curtain at the window, and then Elias looking over her shoulder and pulling her back quickly. Where are you going?
I don't really think that uncovered as much as I wanted it to uncover.
Well, it tells us exactly what the curse is.
Yes.
If we do not break this curse, and Harriet is with child and it is a son, he will be doomed to this fate as well.
Unless he never marries, which is what it seems Thomas was trying to do. And then there's still the matter of Francis Fable.
Yes, we left a calling card at the Gentlemen's Club, but we didn't actually check to see whether it was returned.
At the hotel?
At the hotel.
To the calling cards.
You go to the Royal Crescent. You asked if there's been anything left for you.
Yes.
You do have something from Mr. Francis Fable. It does not have his address on it, but he does write the words, the White Hart afternoon, which is a tavern in Bath.
Is it the White Hart as in?
H-A-R-T.
Yeah, okay, that's
like
better.
Because
I'm like, the White Hart, I'm like, girl, I'm not going there. Thank you.
Absolutely not.
I'd like to keep this in my chest.
All right, we, I guess, have a time to meet with Mr. Fable.
Yes. And it's quite early in the morning, really. So in theory,
we would have time to go to the cave. It's only a mile away from...
But I'm just cautious about going to meet this siren because we don't really know what we're going to. Yes,
All right.
absolutely. I had a vision of somebody pulling out my heart. But
Yes.
we don't even know if this is it. We don't know what this is, really. We assume, but I would rather know as much information as possible, and I feel like Francis has a bunch of these pieces.
All right, then we wait the day and meet Francis in the afternoon.
You spend some time sort of just decompressing in the morning, look over all of your notes, your folder of notes now.
I think Sophia would notice that there's a little bit of a distance that Aggie is keeping this morning that wasn't there when we left Perrymead.
And you make your way to the White Hart. Upon arriving, you don't see Mr. Fable in the main area of the bar, but a young woman, a maid in a black dress and starched apron, comes in. She looks vaguely familiar, and she's like, how can I help you, miss?
Miss Agnes and Sophia Finch here to see Mr. Francis Fable.
Oh, yes. He's reserved a private dining room in the back. May I show you through?
Yes, thank you.
Can I roll for familiarity?
Absolutely. History or psychology?
Let's do history because it's 30 points higher.
Great.
I don't know who she is. That's a 90 over 40.
Would you like to as well, Agnes?
I'll make psychology.
Yep. Wow.
Well,
James Bond, baby.
That's my first extreme success of this season. That's a 7 under 50.
Incredible.
Definitely the thing we want to roll an extreme success on.
Oh, yeah.
Was she at the wedding?
She was at the wedding. She was one of the servers at the wedding.
Okay.
And you can tell, Agnes, with that extreme success, that she seems a little uncomfortable when she mentions Mr. Fable.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see that she's sort of a bit hesitant, like, you know, she maybe wants to tell you something, but she's like, I shouldn't, like, this is my job.
As she's sort of leading us, I recognize you from the Viscount's wedding the other day.
Oh, yes, of course.
Just wanted to say thank you for your service on the day.
Oh,
It's greatly appreciated by all of us.
It's very kind to you, miss.
I'm sorry if this is out of turn. Are you quite all right?
Yes. It's absolutely fine. Make a fast talk or a persuade.
My fast talk is 5. So we're not doing fast talk.
But because of your extreme success, go ahead and roll a bonus die.
Roll a bonus die. Love that. It is 29 over 25.
That seems like it's worth it.
So I'm going to spend 4 luck points to meet that DC and succeed.
I think that's extremely reasonable. She sort of like hesitates for a moment and then, speaking of the wedding, miss,
Yes?
I did overhear an argument between the Viscount and his brother in there.
Oh.
It just made me a bit uncomfortable is all. It's awkward stepping into family business.
Yes. Do you know what they were arguing about?
Well, I wasn't listening or nothing, but
Oh, of course not.
Mr. Fable called the Viscount a lovesick fool. Said something about the power he'd wasted all his life. Made no sense to me, but sibling rivalries rarely do. It's like they have their own language sometimes.
Yes, I can attest to that. Just as we are to meet Mr. Fable, did his anger seem unstable or simply iresome?
Not unstable, miss. There was no throwing of anything but words, as it were. No, I don't think you're in danger if that's what you're asking. He's in here all the time. I don't think he'd hurt a fly, truly.
Oh, that is comforting to know. Did the Viscount... I know you weren't trying to listen, but so often these arguments find their way to our ears anyway. Did the Viscount respond in any way?
Nothing that I heard. The only raised voice was Mr. Fable's.
All right. I thank you. If you'll show us to Mr. Fable now.
Of course. And she leads you through.
Yes.
And standing as you enter, you see Mr. Francis Fable, vaguely familiar to you from seeing him in passing at the wedding. Tall, somewhat gangly. He's got light sandy hair extending into his sideburns, He wears an embroidered waistcoat matching some of the more bright fashions that you saw scattered about his room.
How old is he?
25.
Okay, so like marriageable,
Mid-late
like
20s, yeah, 25.
well, no,
Are you
in terms of like he's
Yes.
right in the prime of searching for a wife
Absolutely.
and building an establishment, which he doesn't have yet, does he?
Correct.
Yeah.
Mr. Fable.
Miss Finch and Miss Sophia, I assume.
Yes.
Please come, take a seat.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for responding to our calling card.
Of course. Is there anything I can assist you with? I'm sorry we did not get to speak much at the wedding.
No, it's true. It was. Sometimes that's the way weddings are, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Mr. Fable, we are here on behalf of our dear friend Harriet. She is concerned since the morning of the wedding she has not seen your brother, and we have been out trying to ascertain where he has gone. His valet has gone also, so we assume that he has taken himself off somewhere, whether there are any haunts he particularly likes to visit or whether he went to see his mother. I know she didn't make it to the wedding, but he did not leave any clue of where he took himself off to. We were wondering if you had seen him or heard anything from him.
Go ahead and give me a fast talk. Way.
That's a 97/5, baby.
Great. And then, yes, go ahead and roll your psychology as well.
You were distracted from the lie.
But that is a 21 under 50 for a hard success.
Okay,
Nice.
great. You can see even before you get to the light, he's looking at you very intensely. His
Yeah.
eyes sort of darting over your facial expressions like he's trying to figure out how much you know.
Yeah.
And then like you can see the moment that he doesn't believe you
Yeah.
is when you mention the valet,
Yeah.
and he sort of like narrows his eyes a little bit and sort of, I see. Is there anything else you have uncovered during your investigations, as it were?
Well, we figured you would know something. We really wanted to get right down to the heart of the matter, and so we thought we would come to you first.
Ladies, I would prefer at this point if our conversation were more honest. I think we could help each other.
Certainly. Well, we've tried to be very open and honest with you. If is there something you're hiding?
I will admit, Mr. Fable, that I have not been honest with you in this conversation. You understand our position as unchaperoned young ladies is more vulnerable than yours. Perhaps if you were to tell us what it was you and the Viscount were arguing about the day of the wedding, I could tell you what it is that we know.
I understand. You have no reason to trust me. I'm the half-brother of the Viscount. Even if he weren't, jealous relationships and such, that was not quite the case with myself and Thomas. I do not want to alarm the two of you with any scary stories that might...
I think, Mr. Fable, you will find me and my sister quite difficult to alarm.
I see. You understand, of course, that this is, if not directly my family's, Thomas's family's business, and I don't want to unnecessarily expose anything.
I understand, Mr. Fable, that I walked into this room and lied to you, but know that it is the truth when I say we will be entirely discreet. Harriet is a close friend of ours. The Huntley's business is now her business, which means we would not do anything to compromise her.
Then I do not believe that Thomas is living at this moment.
I do not gasp.
What a wild thing to do. Do you actually gasp?
Yes. I don't know. I'm trying to have plausible deniability
Okay,
here.
fair enough.
Sure.
Do you want me to make a performance check?
Kind of, yeah. Kind of I do.
Persuade?
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 5
Oh my gosh.
under 53.
Oh,
which
Is
is
that
an
an
extreme
extreme? Yeah.
success.
oh boy. He sort of like looks at you and he's like, I'm terribly sorry. As I said, I did not mean to upset.
I'm sorry, I was just holding out hope, even with all of this.
I understand. To my knowledge, Thomas passed away sometime on the night of his wedding. I assume that's when Harriet woke to find him no longer.
Yes.
The morning of, yes.
There is, you may find this difficult to believe, but please stay with me. There is a curse on this family.
I mean, you're riding the high of an extreme success.
Yeah. Oh my God.
A curse?
From generations back that assures that any Huntley that marries for love is doomed to not live to the next day from his vows. Thomas shared this with me when we were children. We've known for quite some time, and yet he went through with this wedding.
Marries for love?
Mm.
Are you to say, according to this curse, that if somebody married for convenience or parental discretion, that they would not be under the whims of this curse?
Through our research, this is what we have determined, yes.
Is it this curse that you were arguing with him about on the day of the wedding?
Yes. I did not agree with Thomas's decision to marry knowing that this would happen to him, that he would knowingly go to his death, leave his new bride alone. I know what toll it took on our mother, and I just don't see...
I'd like to roll another psychology in this moment because the phrase power he'd wasted is rolling around in my head, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm believing the excuse of he's leaving his mother and his wife behind.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 57 over 50.
Yeah.
I'm not going to push in this moment.
Yeah. You're not certain.
Yeah.
For generations, you say. But the children, were they all conceived on the wedding night?
It seems so, yes.
Are you telling us that perhaps if he is dead, that Harriet is pregnant?
It's entirely possible.
Shocking.
However, there is hope. There is
hope.
A way to break the curse, I believe. Thomas spent much of his life researching curses such as this, and he believes he may have found a solution.
Which is?
On the next new moon, following the marriage, certain items must be brought to the altar in which they were married. And through this, the curse may be broken.
Do we know when the next full moon is?
Roll a celestial body check.
I'm like, this is not going to go well for me, but...
Natural world?
Yeah, natural world. Or no.
Oh, no?
No?
No, K-N-O-W. Isn't there like a no check or something?
There is a no.
I'll roll no.
I would love to roll no.
I would like to roll yeah.
Because that makes my 18 under 65 a hard success.
Incredible. It's tonight.
Okay.
Tonight?
That makes my 64 under 90 a success rather than a massive fail.
Yeah.
Tonight. All right, well, I guess we'll wrap this one up then. Okay. What items?
He sort of looks... It may not be correct for polite company. Suffice it to say, I've been doing my best to gather it in time. I've been having some troubles, though. I was hoping to find them this afternoon and enact the ritual tonight.
Well, what do you need? Perhaps we have it on us. I don't...
It's only 2 items I've yet to procure.
Out of how many?
I only have one myself.
Well, it's not very good odds, Mr. Fable.
I'm aware. One of which is part of Thomas. Unfortunately, the way the curse works is that the rest of their body disappears or dissolves, and all that is left is their heart.
So you have his heart?
I do not have his heart.
Oh, so that is one of the ones you are missing?
Yes. I believe that Thomas had instructed his valet to remove the heart from the room so that his new wife didn't wake up to such a gruesome sight.
I know I've made so many psychology rolls this conversation. I just want to know if he's being earnest about his wish to break this curse.
Yeah, hit me.
Yes! Okay, 36 under 50.
Yes, he does want to break the curse.
Okay.
But there's more.
There's potentially more. That's all that you get on a normal success.
I do feel like he is earnest about breaking this curse.
He absolutely wants to break this curse.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to do this ritual.
So you need his heart, and you believe the valet has it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and what are the other items?
The flesh of the cursor. This requires a little bit of backstory. Suffice it to say that...
There is a siren living in a cave on the river.
Yes.
And the third item?
Sorry, one moment. How have you come across this?
I think that, as my sister said, you would find us much hardier women than you may have expected. But if we have to find things by tonight, then perhaps that information can be
Yes.
slid over for the moment. We can catch up over tea tomorrow. Oh, no, wait. I'm catching up with Mr. Stanton. Maybe dinner.
Right. Of course. Yes, I believe that this cave, as you say, may hold some of the remains of this siren, and that they may be gathered.
Remains?
You believe it is dead?
I believe so.
But then why did Thomas die if the siren is dead?
A curse may linger on after the cursor has passed.
Is that what you have?
I do not.
Then why did Thomas not collect it before he died?
Thomas had not intended to break this curse. This is where we disagreed.
What, he wanted to die?
He wanted to protect the reputation of Harriet.
After they were exposed?
Yes,
But he did love her, for he died.
Indeed.
And the third item?
That you have.
Yes, the soul of the undoer. Essentially, it's just whoever is enacting the ritual to reverse the curse has to provide an item that is dear to them. I have such an item on me.
I see.
Just an item that is dear. It sounds like it's asking for your soul.
If that is what it takes, I shall give it gladly.
Forgive me for being... We visited Perrymead yesterday.
I see.
And spoke with the housekeeper. She said that Thomas often took long walks along the water. If he did not wish to break the curse, why is it that he seems to have been investigating it himself?
I'm unsure. I mean, he was the one who discovered the curse in the first place. He did intend to, but once he discovered, he got distracted. He fell in love with Harriet.
But surely that would be motivation more to break the curse than to leave it standing.
Harriet.
Unfortunately, a caveat of the curse breaking was that it be performed the first new moon following the wedding.
So he had to die for the curse to lift.
It seems so. Suffice it to say that I feel like I've been quite open and honest with you, and if you have any information about Thomas's heart, I think I've got the other one under control, but if you want your friend and her potentially unborn child to live free from this curse, I need to break it tonight.
Mr. Fable, you're saying you've been very open with us, and I believe that you have been, and you've been very helpful. We too would like to be open, and as we said, not only have we been to Perrymead, but we have also been to speak with the bishop and looked inside your crypt and gathered some information there, and we did happen upon the valet.
Thomas's valet?
He is dead, Mr. Fable. Someone slit his throat.
Was the heart on him?
No, it was not on his person when we found him.
Then it is lost.
We do not believe it is lost. We have some threads to follow there, and we would be interested in following these, but we have it on good authority that within your argument with Thomas on the day of the wedding, you spoke about him sacrificing power, and we would like to be open with you, but it seems that part of this story is going untold.
I see. Can you do a persuade for me?
Come on.
I think that's a good tongue.
I am going to I'm going to be really crazy.
Okay.
I am going to spend 1 luck point.
Okay.
So we have 9 luck left.
Yeah.
Which is going to turn it into a 10, which is going to make it an extreme success.
Hell yes. That's not crazy. That's just excellent gameplay.
Well, it was a hard success. I don't think I need the extreme success, but I think this is going to push us through the rest of our interactions with Francis.
Yeah.
I will admit, my goals are not only to break the curse. I conducted my own research on the Siren of the Avon. I realize, as you may have in your research, that she has the power to control men's minds, send visions, warp realities. I believe it could be possible to control the spirit of the siren and harness her power.
To what end, Mr. Fable?
Endless possibilities. You could control people's behavior, relationship, the social interplay of the ton would no longer be out of anyone's grasp. You could simplify, understand your fellow man, not be bogged down by all of these lies and deception and social niceties. You could do as you wished without fear of repercussion, without fear of embarrassing yourself or making a faux pas that can no longer be. You would not need to get married if you did not wish to be. There is many things one could do.
And so you believe breaking this curse will allow you to access that power?
I believe on top of the ritual, there are extra steps that may be performed to be able to control this spirit.
And what are those extra steps?
You need to placate the siren, apologize sincerely for the sins of, I suppose, Thomas's ancestors in leaving her alone, driving her to the anger to the point of making this curse, and then place a wedding ring upon her leg as a symbol of marriage. This, I believe, will allow you to use her power as your own.
Mr. Fable, I've spent a lot of my life hiding indoors because I too struggle with the niceties of the world that we live in. I do not pretend to understand your particular situation, but surely this is a very dangerous power to be playing with for simply the solace of avoiding a few embarrassments.
I understand. This is not a power to be taken lightly, and I do not intend to. I have thought many years about this. I believe that this would be a good thing.
Would you simply be using it for yourself?
No, of course. If you were to help me, I could help you as well. Anything you desired. If there's someone particular you have your eye on, or if you have no eyes on anybody and you wish instead to remain within society but outside of its terrible rules. If there's anyone you wished to be excised from society that perhaps has been particularly awful to you in the past, these all could be agreed upon, absolutely.
Surely, Mr. Fable, say it was someone else that found out this power, say it was someone else performing this ritual, say it was someone else taking this chance, and say they didn't like you very much and decided to use this power to do exactly what you just offered at your expense. Tell me, Mr. Fable, would that be fair? Would that be kind?
Miss Finch, I do not believe the way it is now is fair or kind.
But at least the way it is now, everyone is in control of their own destiny.
Are we? Truly, do you believe you could do exactly as you wish? Do you believe there would not be consequences, that there has not been consequences for you?
Of course there have been consequences, but I have always been in my own mind when I have been making my decisions. And what you suggest would be taking the mind away from anyone that you decided didn't deserve it anymore, Mr. Fable.
It is not another with access to this power. It is me. And it is my time. Join me or do not. I sincerely hope you do.
I think my sister and I need to consider what you've said.
I see.
Perhaps we can meet you near the river in an hour.
As you wish.
Thank you, Mr. Fable.
Of course. I will go pay for the room. And he stands and leaves you.
Well, there is one hiccup I see.
And that's where we'll end the session.
You've been listening to Best Left Forgotten. You can find and follow us on X, Instagram, and Blue Sky at Best Left Podcast, and on our Best Left Forgotten Facebook page, where we post updates, info, and additional content. A full song and artist list for this episode can be found in the description. Our cover art is by Irit Mogilevsky, who can be found on Instagram at irit.mog. Thanks to Jess Wolfendahl, our editor, Miriam Feats, our social media manager, and Nathan Quadrio, our producer. If you enjoyed our episode today, please leave a review and tell your friends.